what has become a challenge and a change in the culture of Grand Marais School since the school of choice came in was that traditionally the school was always all students who lived right here in town where the school is at, right here in Grand Marais. Now, about 40% of the students are from as far as 45 miles away from the school. The challenge there, obviously, is that instead of everybody being within 5 minutes of each other, both socially, for extracurriculars, for sports, all those types of things, now you have a challenge for families who are living 45 miles away of getting their students to school, to other students' houses. And so I think in the long term, the effect that has had on the culture of the school is inevitably it's going to kind of break down some of the togetherness of the culture of the school, because all the students aren't living within the same town. They're kind of spread out. So it's difficult to have ownership of the school for all students equally. This isn't a good or a bad thing. It just is a change for Grand Marais School.
What school of choice refers to in our district, and I'm sure in other districts, is that kids from surrounding areas that normally would have a different home school district have a choice to come to our district if they choose.
It's not that bad. You get on the bus, you fall asleep, you wake up at school, just try to stay focused at school, and then you go home, sleep on the way home, and wake up and do chores, pretty much. Okay, I don't have chores, but still.
The bus run usually takes, I get a full 7 hour day out of it. You figure I do 110 miles a trip, so that's 220 miles a day. I enjoy being a bus driver because you get to deal with a large range of kids.
This school is like more one-on-one. It's smaller classes, a lot funner, you know everybody. It's fun coming here. I mean, the bus ride is the bus ride. Either you're gonna have a bus ride no matter what.
I think that the School of Choice program affects after-school activities for the School of Choice kids.
The principal challenge for sports was a challenge to the kids themselves from out of town, because of course it required that they generally provide their own transportation home from the practices and games. But many kids over the years have played on our sports teams from the Curtis, Turnfast, and Sealy area.
You're talking about kids that need to be bused in and out and don't have access to the transportation they need to take part in a lot of after-school activities. So it affects them in the fact that they are not as involved in their school and therefore not as involved in the community. But it also affects the kids that are in our district too, because some of their friends and their group of people that they like to hang out with aren't here.
Well, it's always difficult, I think, for a young person to switch from one school to another, whatever the circumstances are, Perhaps it's parallel to the exchange student situation. Certainly you come in as somewhat of a stranger or an outsider, but I think in the long run, everyone has, I hope, felt welcomed here. We certainly wanted them to be there, not just for the money, but we enjoyed working with them and teaching them.